let's talk a little bit about shadow work, spiritual narcissism, and taking accountability. There are a lot of people in the spiritual healing community who are not truly taking accountability and doing their shadow work. Just because you meditate, you burn sage, you use tarot cards, these things don't mean that you have an intention for the highest good of all people, of all beings. You cannot be preaching oneness with self, oneness with nature, oneness with all things if you are not one with yourself. And that means looking at your darker aspects, because we all hold light and we all hold shadows. No matter where you are on your journey, no matter where you find yourself, we all have shadows. And doing shadow work goes hand in hand with the healing journey. There is no healing without journeying into the darkness, because it is in the darkness where the space opens up to create something new. How can we create something new if we are not even looking at the parts of ourselves that are keeping us attached to certain habits, reactions, cycles? So there are people in this community who will look down on you for not being at a certain level of consciousness or peace, and those people probably aren't doing as much of the work as they say they are, because if they were, they would know that this path is not straightforward. This is not a linear journey at all. The healing work is not something that happens overnight. This is a journey, a long and sometimes very tiresome journey. And so wherever you are on your path, be there. Be there. Because that is exactly where you're meant to be. So well done, well done, well done. Well done on doing this, because it's not easy. Don't let anyone shame you into feeling like you are meant to be somewhere else, including yourself, because we can often be our own worst critics. And this is the shadow work. Where is that voice that's telling you that you are meant to be somewhere else? You're meant to be further along. You're meant to be able to say no. Where is that voice really coming from? And how can you acknowledge that voice, see it with love, with compassion? And there's people who take it overboard and go all the way to the other side and use the word boundaries as an excuse to be extremely self-centered and just lose all sense of compassion. And so ask yourself, am I saying no because this is a slight inconvenience to me, or am I saying no to really protect my emotional, mental, spiritual, physical well-being? And only you can answer that question. No one can tell you which one it is. Only you know for yourself. So you have to be honest with yourself and go there. People might be able to sense if you're doing this work on yourself, but no one can tell you if you are or you aren't. Okay, this is deep internal work, and so often we don't even see the internal shifts that are happening. eventually you will be able to see a reflection in the inner work you're doing on yourself become visible in your outer world. But no one can tell you if you are doing the work or you aren't. So here's to us being more self-aware, becoming friends with our shadows, and integrating all our asshole tendencies. Love you. Mwah.